What if the real reason you suffer has nothing to do with your life? Not your past, not your failures, not the people who hurt you. What if the problem is not the world, but the way your mind reacts to it? Sounds crazy, right? But let's go deeper. We all want peace. We all want love. We all want joy. And we spend our whole life chasing them through money, relationships, success, fame, achievements. Yet happiness never lasts. Why? Because the feeling we're chasing isn't out there. It's inside, hidden under something that never stops talking, thinking. This audiobook isn't about positive thinking. It's not about changing your habits. It's not about working harder or forcing yourself to stay happy. It's about something far more powerful. Understanding how the mind creates your experience of life. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. You'll discover that peace isn't earned. Joy isn't bought. Love isn't achieved. They are your natural state. You just forgot. Let me show you with a story. There was a boy named Raghav from Pune, a brilliant student. Everyone expected him to become something big. But inside, he felt like a failure. Every exam felt like war. Every mistake felt like disaster. Every comparison felt like a personal attack. Raghav didn't hate studies. He hated his thoughts about studies. He wasn't afraid of failing. He was afraid of what his mind said would happen if he failed. You'll disappoint everyone. People will think you're useless. Your future will be ruined. You are not enough. Every day, without any physical fight, his mind beat him up. Until one day, after a breakdown, he asked himself something simple. If my life is so hard, why are other people living happily in the same world? Same teachers, same exams, same pressure, yet some students laughed, enjoyed, and studied peacefully. And suddenly he wondered, maybe I'm not suffering from life, maybe I'm suffering from my thoughts about life. That single realization didn't remove all his stress, but for the first time, he saw the enemy clearly. Not the world, not the exam, not the future, not himself, just the voice inside his head that never stopped thinking. We don't live in reality. We live in our thoughts. You could sit in a cafe with your favorite food and still feel miserable. At the same moment, someone beside you might be completely happy. Same place, same moment, different worlds. Why? Because we don't live in reality, we live in a thought-created version of it. The book says our feelings never come from events. They only come from our thoughts about those events. Think of money. Ask 100 people what money means, and you'll get 100 different answers. Money never changed. Only the thinking did. Same with success. Same with failure. Same with relationships. Same with life. We don't feel the world. We only feel our thoughts. Pain is real. Suffering is optional. In the book, A Buddhist metaphor explains this perfectly. Life throws the first arrow, painful events, but our reaction to the event throws the second arrow. The first arrow hurts the body. The second arrow hurts the mind. The second arrow is optional. You can't avoid pain, but you don't have to suffer because of it. The true cause of suffering, not thoughts, but thinking. The book reveals a surprising truth. You cannot control what thoughts appear. Thoughts just happen. They arrive from beyond your conscious control. But thinking is different. Thinking means engaging with the thoughts, judging them, analyzing them, fighting them, fearing them. A thought is just a cloud. Thinking turns the cloud into a storm. A thought is like a spark. Thinking throws gasoline on it. The author shows a clear difference. Thoughts are effortless, creative, light. Thinking is heavy, stressful, full of ego and fear. Remember, thoughts create, thinking destroys. Why positive thinking doesn't work? Most people say, to feel good, think positive. But the book proves something shocking. The most joyful moments in your life had no thoughts at all. Think of the happiest moment you've ever had. When you were laughing hard? When you held a newborn baby? When you danced with your friends? When you fell in love? In those moments, you weren't thinking. You were simply being. Positive emotions don't come from positive thoughts. They come from the absence of thinking. Joy isn't created by thinking. Joy appears when thinking disappears. Babies don't think positively, yet they're full of joy. Their mind hasn't been trained to overthink. We're born happy. We learn suffering. Your mind was built for survival, not happiness. Your brain evolved to protect you from danger. Its job is to look for threats. It doesn't care about joy or peace. It just wants to keep you alive. That's why it warns you. That's why it imagines the worst. That's why it worries so much. Not because you're weak, not because you're broken, not because there is something wrong with you, but because your mind is doing what it was designed to do: survive. If you let the survival brain run your whole life, you'll never thrive. To thrive, you must stop following the mind and start listening to something deeper. Stop thinking? You don't need to. Thoughts will settle on their own. You don't need to force the mind to stop. You don't need techniques, discipline, or control. The book uses a powerful analogy. Your mind is like muddy water. If you leave it alone, it becomes clear. If you keep stirring it, it stays cloudy. Silence isn't something you create. It's what remains when you stop disturbing the mind. Non-thinking isn't doing. It's not an effort. It's a return to your natural state. Our best work happens in non-thinking. Think about the times you were in the zone, playing sports, dancing, writing, cooking, studying intensely. You weren't thinking, you were flowing. Athletes call it being in the zone. Japanese call it mushin, no mind. The book explains that peak performance comes from non-thinking. Your best ideas don't come from analysis. Your greatest creativity doesn't come from effort. Your highest self doesn't come from thinking. It comes through you, not from you. The power of inspiration versus desperation. You don't have to abandon success, dreams, or goals. But there are two kinds. Goals from desperation, full of pressure, trying to prove something, running away from fear, chasing validation, heavy and exhausting. Goals from inspiration. You feel drawn to them. You don't need a reason. They flow naturally. You feel joyful creating them. They come from abundance, not lack. Hi, if you liked our video, please click the like button. If you want to ask us something, type it in the comment box. If you want to stay updated with our latest upcoming videos, please subscribe to my channel.